today I'm going to teach you the top 5 best hip exercises for runners. I'll go over demos, videos, form cues, all the good stuff. But before I do that, I want to tell you a little secret. And if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Dr. Sarah. I'm a physical therapist and a run coach, and my mission is to help women runners with hip pain get back to running with confidence and comfort. So about that secret I was talking about, I actually don't think that there are 5 best exercises for hips for runners. However, I do think that there's a best strategy, and that's what I'll go over in this video. We don't want to just attack the hip from one plane of motion, like doing squats or lunges where we're just moving here. We want to attack all the muscles around the hip to build resilience, stability, and lots of hip health. I have a client who started implementing this sort of training in all the different planes of motion, and she was like, Sarah, things like curbs, running on a bevel, doing trail running are no longer challenging for my hip. She says, I feel springy and active because my hip has been able to train and know what to do in all of these planes of motion. We'll go over exercise options that is going to get the hip flexors, the anterior muscles of the hip fired and recruited. We'll go over exercise options for the lateral part of the hip, like the glute med or the deep hip rotators, which attach here onto the hip. We'll get those big, chunky glute firing muscles firing. We'll also target the adductor, so those inner thigh muscles and core, as well as exercises that target the pelvic floor. This video is going to go through a 360 view of all of those exercise options, and I'm so excited to get into it. So let's just get into it. Single leg reach. You want to place something in front of you like a dumbbell or a water bottle that you're reaching for. The closer to yourself that it is, the easier it will be. The further away and the lower the thing is, the harder it will be. So we can start just like this, and then as you progress, you can move a little bit more to the side of your object, so you really have to reach over that leg and rotate towards it. So whatever feels challenging. So we're going into side plank clam. Thread the needle with a light weight. I would say this is a great place to start for most people because there's less chance for error throughout the hip if we're on our knee. There's so many moving variables. You could progress to leg up, tapping down, and then progress to a full plank. But I love this variation of a side plank. Airplane shoulder tap. I'm starting in tabletop position. I'm lifting my knees ever so slightly and then tapping my shoulders. As I'm tapping, I'm trying my best to not rock a ton from side to side. As you tap your shoulder, it might help to go exhale, exhale, and a little bit more recruitment of the abdominals. Adductor focused side plank. So on my top leg, I'm really angling in, so I'm feeling this on the inner aspect of my right leg, and then I'm going into ab and adduction with my left knee. You could easily drop and do this on your elbow, but you can't necessarily do it on the floor because it'll run into the floor. Reverse plank knee drive. I'm putting lots of pressure into my heel, slight bend into the knee that's down. It's a ton of hamstring force. And as I'm pulling up, I'm ensuring that my hips aren't dropping or dipping from side to side, and I'm maintaining nice and tall throughout my pelvis. If it gets challenging, you can bend your knees a little bit more so you have a little bit more recruitment through your hamstring. I hope you enjoyed that video and it opened your mind to a new, or maybe not new, way of training. You want to feel like this client and have options to strength train in all the different planes of motion? Check the caption below and download my free Run Strong Strength Guide. It's available for any amount of time or equipment you have access to. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to put it in the comments below. I would love to answer, and I will see you next video.